What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be taking a break from the wrap. We've only got a few more pieces left to do. We got the door, the side skirts, and the trunk. And we're gonna do our very first engine mod from our friends over at Solar Performance. We're doing ported throttle bodies. If you guys have been with the channel now for a while, you guys remember on the Stingray, our very first engine mod was the ported throttle body. On the Stingray, you only had one. On the Z06, you have two. They're actually the same throttle bodies that are on the Stingray. You just have two of them. They're 87 millimeters, bored out to 91 millimeters. You can see they smoothed out all the edges. They added these notches in here for extra flow. Looks like they changed out the butterfly. And it looks like they sent us some more goodies. Looks like we got a throttle controller. Actually, we got two throttle controllers. They're giving one away. So it looks like Lewis and the guys over at Solar Performance want to give away a throttle controller. This actually works on the C8 Stingray and the Z06. So go ahead and comment below Solar Performance, and I'll pick a random winner to win this other throttle controller. Huge shout out to the guys over at Solar Performance. That's awesome.
Huge shout out to our friends over at Solar Performance. They've given me a promo code to give to you guys. Use promo code RWDC8 at checkout, and that'll get you guys 5% off your Solar Performance throttle bodies.
All right, guys, so we're gonna do a little testing before we throw on the throttle bodies. I want to get a 60 to 130 run before and after to see if there's any improvement. We're gonna stay as consistent as possible. I'm gonna keep it in track mode. We're using the DRAGY to take the time. All righty, 60 to 130, here we go.
60.
One more, just in case. The first one was 8.3, here we go.
60.
Well, that's exactly what we wanted. Two consistent back-to-back runs. 8.29 the first one, or 8.3 the first one, 8.29 the second one. Now it's gonna be really easy to see if these throttle bodies give us any performance gain. I didn't want to do a quarter-mile run just because there's inconsistencies with traction, especially on the Z06. The C8 was a little more consistent. The Z06, there's no consistency with traction. So usually when I do throttle bodies, it's usually a simple process. You just disconnect the connectors, you take off this little rubber grommet, and then you unbolt the 4 bolts that hold the throttle body on. However, I remember on the C8 last time, I did not have such an easy time. I got the 4 bolts off and it's just so tight in here, and this rubber is so stiff that it was impossible to get that throttle body out of there. You may have different results. Try it out if you want. Go this way. Just take off the 4 bolts, take off the connector, and loosen up that grommet, and it should be good to go. I just know with my luck, I'm gonna get to that point and then just be like, dang it, I should have just taken this out anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out the air box. Gonna need that T15. Gonna need to take off these 4 screws here, and the 4 screws that hold that bracket on. Once you get these brackets off, you got a couple of twist knobs you have to take off. One here and one over there. Once you get these off, this carpet should pull back and reveal the box. Shove the carpet down, pull this back, we should be able to get to all the bolts. After 19 T15 screws, the air box cover will come off. Gonna need a 10 mil to take off 4 bolts to hold on this coupler and this coupler. You've got 2 bolts up top and 2 bolts on the bottom. Once you get those 8 bolts out, these should slide right off. Before I go any further with the air box, I'm gonna loosen up the 7 millimeters holding on the rubber couplers to the throttle bodies. We've got 2 T27 bolts holding the bottom of the air box in. These guys seem to have some Loctite on them, so they're a little tough to get out. And then on the motor side of the air box, you got 2 more T27s. There's one down there that's hidden behind that hose. And then on the driver's side, there's one more hidden behind that wire. The air box should be free. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's loose. It's just holding on right here, but these things, I've loosened them up quite a bit, so it'll eventually give. Let's see. Ooh, here goes one. All right, so I've got the air box pulled back just enough to get the rubber off of the throttle body. So now we should be able to get to all 4 of the 10 millimeter bolts that are holding the throttle body on. I've already disconnected this throttle body. I'm just gonna wait to do that one when I take this one off. So now that the grommet is pulled back, you're able to get to that 10 mil. Just barely, but you are able to get to it. All right, so last night after I got this throttle body off, I gave up. Got one more left to do. The bottom right bolts on each throttle body are a little tough to get to. And once you get all 4 bolts out and disconnected, you can just slide it straight up. All right, so let's check out the differences. So right off the bat, you can see the Solar Performance on the front of it. You can see also the blade has a little tapered edge. This one has a flat edge. We're also missing this entire support bar. You got these sharp edges all along the stock OEM throttle body. You can actually cut yourself on it. Here, they're all smoothed out. Got a bunch of notches on the inside. So this throttle body is supposed to flow 20% better than the OEM throttle body.
If you want your set, head over to solarengineering.com, head over to the store, click on General Motors. You'll see the set of Z06 twin throttle bodies. They've got 3 different options when it comes to the throttle bodies. You can get a new pair, you can do a core exchange, or you can rework your own pair. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about throttle bodies, head over to the website and they show you all the features and benefits. The guys over at Solar Performance have given me a promo code to give to you guys. RWDC8 will give you guys 5% off.
All right, guys, we got everything buttoned back up, got the throttle bodies installed, bolted on, all 8 bolts, got the connectors on. I think we're ready for our first cold start with the brand new throttle bodies. I'm not gonna install the throttle controller just yet. I wanna go in depth on the throttle controller, and in that video, we'll pick the winner of the giveaway throttle controller. But here goes the cold start. Now we do have a check engine light. You guys probably saw that in the video from last night. I still have that from a trip. We came down, I hit a pothole, and then threw a check engine light. So I need to get that checked out.
You got that one?
Thank you. All right, so as you guys saw there, we got a few check engine lights. I got the air sensor issue whenever I was taking off the front bumper. I went ahead and unplugged that to get the front bumper off, and I guess that's gonna still stay there. And I guess that has something to do with the crankshaft position sensor. It has to learn that. I did something by unplugging that, but it has nothing to do with the Solar Performance throttle body. It's probably not the best idea to go out running this thing at 130 mile an hour with the crankshaft position sensor not learned, but we're gonna do it anyways. Don't need to do anything yet. I'm just gonna test some of this out. Oh my God. Woo! It comes on way stronger now. Holy cow, I did not expect that. Oh my gosh, it's so smooth. So much smoother. Like the way when I'm putting that throttle in there, it just comes on so smooth. All right, now we gotta see though, does it make a difference from 60 to 130? 60 to 130, here we go.
$130.
7.9? Woo! 7.99 what? 7.90? Oh man! You can feel it though. You can really feel how smooth it comes on, the extra airflow. It sounds so much better. It's so much smoother. Definitely worth the 600 bucks, guys. Well guys, I think that rear wheel drive approved. Those Solar Performance throttle bodies, they work. 0.4 of a second from 60 to 130 is the improvement we saw. It's a little bit of work to do, but lots to gain, man. 600 bucks, and we didn't even do the throttle controller yet. That was just throttle bodies. So next time we're gonna do a video on the throttle controller. I'm gonna pick one of you guys to win the giveaway throttle controller, and then I'll go in depth and tell you guys all about it. It's pretty amazing. I loved it on the C8. Can't wait to see what it's like on Z06 after we've already got that performance gain already. It's gonna be nuts. But anyways, guys, huge shout out to Solar Performance for sponsoring today's video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Later.